All right, Transformer fans, let's talk about one of the most underrated Autobots and Transformers of all time, Skids. He's the Autobot that kind of got lost in the shuffle, barely showed up in the 80s cartoon, but still has a legacy that spans comics, modern figures, and even some surprising cameos. Buckle up, because today we're diving into the history, toys, and trivia of this forgotten warrior. Transformers Generation 1 Skids, the Forgotten Autobot. Skids was released in 1985 as part of the second wave of G1 Autobots. Skids transformed into a Honda City Turbo, a compact car that was pretty unique compared to the muscle cars and race cars in the Autobots' arsenals. While he wasn't the flashiest, his toy was actually really well engineered for the time. Let's take a look at it in robot and Autobot mode right now. And here we have G1 Skids. He's in his vehicle mode right now. And as was in the introduction to this, it really is a one-of-a-kind Transformer. It's a cool Honda toy, or a vehicle, and it really does it really does make a statement as a Transformer, because there's no other car like this. Skids could have easily been a Ratchet or Ironhide repaint, and it would have probably worked. For kids, it would have worked. Today, it wouldn't have worked for how picky Transformers fans are, but it would have worked. And to have this car right here and to have the transformation that this thing has is absolutely phenomenal. Very compact, very good, no kibble, no bits, no hanging. It is a legit Transformer, just awesomeness. When you take a look at it in vehicle mode, it does have the transparent sunroof, does have the windows, does have the side windows, does got some metal in the back. Wheels are rubber and the chrome. The stickers look great. The paint looks great. Great blue, everything to it. The detail in the front looks fantastic. It's just one of those figures that really does do an awesome job, and kudos to whoever created this, because it really is great. Now, one of the things I do like to point out in Transformers is, does the car fit the personality of the Autobot or Decepticon? This one I don't really know, because he was so limited in what we saw of him. I don't know why. I don't know if there were rights. I'm assuming Honda had some reason that they didn't want their car in a Transformers, even though I don't know why, but that's my assumption. I really don't know. As we take a look into this, so the transformation's pretty easy. He pops up just as such. The feet will fold down. I like to do them just one at a time like that. It will come out a little bit like that. If you keep the wheels out, obviously he's going to be on roller skates, so those need to be tucked under. Does stand a little bit at the front, but that's okay. The arms just fold right on out of it. Oh, no, we can't be having a decal coming off. That's no good. Does come out that way. His hand will rotate down. Those will come out. No articulation in those hands, but it's a G1 Transformer. The head pops through the hood and sits back down as such, folds down, that comes up, yada yada hoo, hooty hooty ha, and there is Skids. And Skids for this is a relatively good-looking robot. The arms are a little bit, he's kind of got gangly arms, which is a thing, but that's a G1 Transformer, for goodness sake. So to have the wheels go under, to have his arms come up, does have those guns. We're not going to look into the guns. You can see the full review of it at that point. But just an all-in-all out nice robot. Looks great on the shelf. Fits in gloriously with the G1 and is really an outlier because of how different he looks. All right, let's get back to more about Skids. Unlike Optimus, Bumblebee, or even Brawn, Skids barely had any screen time. He shows up in 2 episodes, Quest for Survival and Triple Takeover, and even then, he's mostly in the background. For some fans, even mistook him for other Autobots because of how rarely he spoke. In fact, his only speaking line in the series was Quest for Survival, and guess what? No credited voice actor. That's right, Skids is the only 1985 Autobot without a credited voice in G1. Fast forward to the 2000s, and Skids has made a huge comeback. In IDW's Transformer comics, this version of Skids was a memory-wiped warrior with a mysterious past and some insane powers. Way cooler than his G1 counterpart. Any guesses what? Michael Bay movies also had a Skid. Yep, look at that guy. Let's just say less about him, the better. Moving on. The War for Cybertron line brought us a fantastic G1-inspired Skids figure, and then Legacy gave us an even better updated version, providing that his forgotten Autobot still had a place in Transformers history. Before we wrap up, here are some cool Skids facts you might know or may not know. Skids' original Japanese name was Skids, which is spelled S-C-I-D-S. His G1 box art shows him using a gun he never came with. IDW Skids had a black hole gun that erased things from existence. The original Honda City Turbo he transformed into, it's a real car. Pretty cool. So despite being overlooked, Skids has been quite the roller coaster of a figure and has had quite a history. Whether you remember him from the Marvel Comics, IDW, or his modern toys, there's no doubt he's more than just a forgotten Autobot. What's your favorite version of Skids? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, like, subscribe, and roll out. This has been G1 Transformers Playground Chronicles, The Forgotten Autobot Skids. Peace out, Home Skellets.